Hello everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Forest completely. I'm going to teach you all the stuff for beginners and all the stuff for pros. This is going to be one of many parts of my series where I'm going to show you how to play every map well. So let's hop right into it. Forest. And the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to run. If you're not new and you just want to learn how to get better at the game, like Lucioing, double walls, and running and stuff like that, you can skip a little bit farther ahead. So first, I'm going to teach you how to run if you're new. So, you're going to want to hop. So, if you're running like this, stop, because you're stupid. You're going to want to drag your arms across the ground. So that way you're just moving yourself forwards. You can do a little hop, but you don't want to go up, because then you're just... See how slow I'm moving, because I'm going up? If I were to drag... Now look how fast I'm going. This is a lot better. So, I'm going to teach you how to pinch climb. What you're going to want to do is take both hands, put them around this pole. Once you do this, you want to pull your hands up and pull down and let go. It's kind of hard to explain what you're doing here, but just like this. Like you're doing circles with your arms. And then, that's how you do this. Another way to do this would be, when you're going like this, you just want to hit off the other wall. This one might be a little bit more advanced for you, but you do stick to the wall a little bit once you touch it. And if you're hitting and you're moving like too far forwards, you just want to hit back. So, when I'm hitting, I'm going like this. Like a diagonal motion. So... And then if I ever go too far forwards, I'll hit backwards. And if I ever go too far backwards, I'll hit forwards. That's how you do double walls. So scaling is actually pretty easy. The way I learned, this isn't the way everyone wants to learn. The way I learned was doing big tree scales. So that's 1, 2 hits, and you're up. So 1, 2, just vertical hits. So you just want to bomb, bomb. So like if you were to do it here, 1, 2. You're not hitting diagonal. You're not hitting like this. You're just hitting up, up. And then we can practice on a smaller tree. Like this one's good for practice. So you want to hit, grab onto a branch. Hit, grab onto a branch. So that's all you need to do for scaling. It's actually really easy. Just practice. I practice on the big tree, because once you get good at the big tree, you can do any tree really easily. Branching things. So branching is where you jump from one branch to the other. So for an example of this would be jumping from here to here. That is technically branching. Not very good, but it's branching. My favorite spot to do branching would be down here. So this is my favorite spot to do branching and learn. So, what you're going to want to do is start on this branch and hit up to this branch. Once you're here, hit up to this branch. And then here, here. And once you get here, it's a little bit more difficult. You want to turn around, jump here, and then climb over here, and jump here. Now, the more you get used to trees, the more you'll be able to branch easily. One thing you should know about trees, though, is that all of them are the same, just rotated. So look, our very lowest tree, our lowest branch is right here. And then you have a sideways branch above it. Now we can go to any tree. This is our lowest branch on this tree. And then we have a sideways branch above it. Lowest branch, sideways branch. Lowest branch, sideways branch. It's every tree, it's the same, just rotated and rescaled. Alright, next thing I'm going to be teaching you is wall climbing, which is where you go like this, up the walls. So, personally, I think one of these two walls are easier than that wall, but that wall is also really good. I'll show you where it is. It is that one right in the corner over there. That one right there. The way you're going to want to wall climb is you're going to put one hand like this, and from where we learned earlier, you stick to the wall a little bit. So once you do this, I'll show you without the wall. You just want to hit off. So you just want to hit off like you're skating. So like this. like this, and rotate your body with you. So that way you don't have to move anything, just you're rotating your body and hitting off the sides of the wall. So here's what I'll show you what it looks like without the wall. You're just basically doing circles. And also add a little bit of a flick downwards. Like a... That's a bit exaggerated, but it's really easy once you get the hang of it. I'll show you a bit more advanced stuff that you probably won't be able to do, but it is what I do because I prefer it than going like this. So, what you're going to want to do is hit with one hand, hit here, hit back. So just one-handed like this. So what you're going to want to do is just hit forwards, hit back. Catch yourself, hit forwards, hit back. That might be easier for you, I'm not sure, but that was easier for me. Still is easier for me. Alright, now I'm going to go show you a couple jukes. These are going to be some, like, less advanced jukes. So, like, one juke that's really good, if you have a lava monkey chasing you, just grab onto this pole and wrap around. It's really easy, just do that, and a good amount of the time it will work. As long as you do it fast. If you're going like this, they're probably going to expect it. Another good juke is J-Man Curly's juke. You can do it like this, which is where you just stick your hand through, go through, and then leap off. Or you can run under, and this is a bit better of a juke, and then wrap your arm around and then hit over. So that's a really good juke. And I'm also going to add elevator climbing into this part of the tutorial. I'm only going to do one-handed for this part since it's intermediate. So what you're going to want to do is put one hand on the other side of the wall, and then you're going to move yourself up. The way you're going to do this is by doing circle motions. You do not need long arms to do this. It's just circle motions, however long your arms are. Like, I can do it like this, maybe. Yeah, I can do it like that. Just, it's not very fast. Just like this. Circle motions. So you're just pulling yourself up and catching yourself in circles. So. So wall running is actually quite simple, in my opinion. But that's because I know how to do it. So, what you're going to want to do is just move your hand forward. Like you're walking, just move your hand forward. Only instead of hopping, you just want to do this. Drag your hand. So, for example, right here, you just want to use the stick, drag your hand. This wall might be a little bit hard, but if you can make it to here, it's really slanted. So, use your hand, drag, 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 drag. It's really easy. And once you get better, you can start adding, instead of dragging, you can start hitting. Like hitting forwards, hitting up. And once you get better at that, you can do the flicks. So like, a flick will help you get faster and stuff like that. So, here's what it looks like not on the wall. Like, it's just, and if you have to catch yourself like that, it's fine. It should take you a little bit to learn that. Like, for me, it took, I think, a month. So, it's like this. So, this is really easy, actually. I just learned this, somehow. You just want to hit with both hands in alternating rhythms. It's really easy, just with a bit of practice, you should get it. And be able to do it faster than me, because I'm not very good. I also just got on. I'm also going to show you a new way of pinch climbing that might help you get a lot better. Because the other way, it's good, but like, this way's so much better. So, what you're going to want to do is go to anything pinch climbable. For example, the double waltz. And you're just going to want to do V motions with your hands and flick your wrist slightly. When you're first starting out, I don't recommend flicking your wrist. I would just recommend doing this. V motions. So while you're doing that, you should be going up like half double speed than you usually would. Because 2 times the amount of things. And your other hand's catching your other hand. So like one hand's pulling up and down, the other hand's catching them. And then vice versa. Now, once you add the flick into it, so like right here, go down, flick, 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 flick. And then the faster you get at that, the more better you'll get. So like for example, really easy, not tiring at all. Alright, now I'm going to show you a bit more advanced branching. So, branching can have a couple things. So, when you first start learning branching, you're doing normal branching. That's what you're doing. You can do under branching, which not many people know about, not many people know how to do. It's a bit harder. So, when you're hitting off something like this, you see how it's slanted on the top? So like you see how the branch is like slanted here. That's what you're going to want to hit off of. Like see how it's slanted. That's what you're going to want to hit off of. So when you're under branching, you're going to most likely be under the branch most of the time. And then hit off like stuff like that. So one place I under branch a good amount is right here. So I'll hit up and then do that. So basically just hit up, grab the branch, and then branch like normal, but you're under the branches. So like normal branch. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, another thing I can show you is a really cool branch route that I love doing. It's when you go up here, hit back, and then when you're over here, you get here. This is where it gets a little hard. You want to hit here, then under branch and grab onto one of those branches. And then you can do that. Or if you don't want to do that part, you can hit right here and then jump here. I'm just going to show you how to not be like this on ground. So, what you're going to want to do is wrap your arms. So with one arm, it doesn't matter, whichever one you're dominant with. So I'm dominant with the right hand. So I'm going to use my right body, the right side of my body. With my left arm, I'm going to do circles like this. And just get used to that. That's really easy. And then with my right arm, I'm just going to hit end time with those circles so that my butt never touches the ground and I'm just pushing upwards with my right arm. You can also do this. Just try not to hit the ground because that slows you down. So doing this, you just want to slide your arms across the ground. Both of these are really effective, but the first one I showed you, I'm going to expand upon in my next part of the video. Cap and be as fast as possible. So, if you've mastered this run, where you do like this, or this run, it will work on both. Just, I feel like this one's better. So if you've gotten good at it, here's what it could look like. You could be a bit slower, but the next tip I'm about to show you to help you get faster will work, even if you don't have it at max speed. So, when you're going like this, that's already really fast, and that's really good. But all you need to do to make this max speed, or almost max speed, is nod your head. So, while you're running, you can nod your head, and you could either nod your head, go side to side like this, like diagonally, or go side to side. All of these work really well. I feel like nodding the head is the most non-nauseating, so I'm going to do that. So, while you're running, you're just going to want to nod your head. So, I'll show you what that looks like with both runs, nodding my head. So first, I'll show you both of my runs without nodding my head. Alright, and then my other run. Alright, now with nodding my head, here's my run. With nodding my head, here's my other run. So that makes you a lot faster. It's really effective. Alright, now we're on to slippery walls. So slippery walls, it might seem hard. It's super easy. Like, it's actually might be the easiest thing to learn. Because if you already know how to get up here, you should know how to wall run. It's really easy. So slippery walls, for me, everyone has a bit different of a gameplay. Some people have sticky hands, some people have, like, fast. It's weird. It's hard to explain. So once you're up here, this is where I learned to do slippery walls. So I just hit off here, so I have a bit of momentum, and while I'm up here, you just hit harder, hit faster, and then you'll go on slippery walls. So I'll show you what that looks like when I'm not teaching. So I'll show you what that looks like when I'm not teaching. So I'll show you what that looks like when I'm not teaching. That was not very good, but you got the point. You can run on slippery really easily. Just hit hard, hit fast, and make sure you have a little bit of momentum before you're going into them. And you don't need to be able to, like Lucio or whatever, to do slippery walls. Alright. Now I'll show you slip slaps. So slip slap is also really easy. All you're going to want to do for slip slaps is make sure you can get up to red walls, which is up here. They're the red walls. Once you get up to red walls, you're going to want to see the slippery wall and the red wall at the same time. You're going to want to hit off both of them at the same time. You want to hit off the slippery wall just a teensy bit first, and then hit the red wall so you go farther. So verticaling is quite easy. Just hit up. Instead of going forwards, just hit up. Like a little circle. So like that. That's all you gotta do. And Lucioing, also quite difficult actually. You just wanna hit in 2 circles. So for me, I Lucio like this. Just hitting 2 circles. Alright, so right here or right here, they're both really easy for slippery walls. So I hit the slippery wall first, and then I hit the super slippery wall, which is the red wall. And that's how you slip slap. Alright, and that is how to play Forest. If this helped you, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to check out how to play any of my other maps, the videos are either out already or coming out soon.